What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Man, I'm still out here in LA. My oldest son graduated from USC with his master's degree. So I flew out here to be a part of that. Out here hanging out with 5 of my 7 kids. So just great times. Been hanging out with my nephew, my niece. Just great times, you know what I mean? But I really want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys today. I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. And it's a trip because it's something that we all got to deal with. You know what I mean? We all got to deal with this to some degree, you know? We have to understand that, man, we don't always know how to effectively communicate when it comes to people that we're attracted to. We don't all know how to effectively communicate with people that, man, we want to be involved with, you know what I mean? Because of our pain and our trauma and our insecurities, our fears, the programming that we've been indoctrinated in. We have all these different things that comes up, you know what I mean? And you know, we don't want to be rejected. We don't want people laughing at us, you know what I mean? We don't know if we're qualified. We don't know if this person is attracted to us and if, you know, they're gonna kick us to the curb or just laugh at us and just put us on blast for even having the audacity to step to them and just all this other crazy stuff, you know, that we go through, you know. And it's a trip because we want to be loved. We want to be in a loving relationship, but we don't even know how to begin that process. We want our boo, we want our queen, but we don't even know how to begin that process. And it's a trip because, you know, you have this mentality that, you know, women think that the guys are supposed to chase them, and guys like, man, fuck that shit. I'm done chasing after these motherfucking women. You know what? I'm the fucking prize, and if this woman want me, then she could come talk to me and da-da-da-da, and she could lay it out on the table. I'm tired of getting rejected by these hoes. I'm tired of these women laughing at me and blah, 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 blah. Fuck that shit. If a woman want me, let her step to me. You know what I mean? And the women are like, man, the guy's supposed to chase a woman and da-da-da-da-da, and the women are the prize. And you got the same thing being said by both groups. You know what I mean? Both groups are saying the exact same thing. They're just saying it differently. You know what I mean? And what they're saying is that, man, they're tired of the fucking pain. They're tired of the fucking games. They're tired of the fucking trauma. They're tired of the bullshit. They understand that, man, I want something different. I want something different. But they don't know how to begin that process. They don't know how to engage in that conversation. Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere tonight. It's going to be kind of deep for some of you. So you have guys and women coming out. And you have all these people saying that guys are done chasing after women. Guys ain't chasing after women no more. You know what I mean? And I've said it, you know what I mean? I don't chase after nobody. I don't even chase after my own fucking kids. You know what I mean? I don't chase after my fucking grandkids. So what make you think I'm running behind some fucking woman? I'm not that motherfucker. You know what I mean? It ain't happening. I'm not chasing no one. Ain't no woman worth me chasing her. I'm 55 years old. I've traveled extensively. I'm not chasing after anybody at all. I may engage in conversation with you. I may start a conversation with you. But if I have to run behind you, I'm not running behind you. I'm not chasing you. If I have to run behind you to chase you, you ain't the one for me. And it's that simple. It is what it is. Because I'm not chasing you. You're not worth my fucking time and energy for me to have to chase after you. Ain't nobody worth that. And I don't say that in arrogance or pride. What I'm saying is, when you know who the fuck you are, you don't spend unnecessary fucking energy running behind somebody that don't want you. Because if you gotta chase after them, they don't want you. I ain't got time for motherfuckers and they playing hard to get and the stupid ass shit. We fucking adults. We grown ass people. Why the fuck you playing games? If you playing fucking games like that, you ain't the one for me. I ain't got time for this because I'm not going to be trying to figure out throughout the fucking relationship if you playing a game or not. Again, this is a grown folk channel. We're going to keep shit real here. And it is what it motherfucking is. You don't like it, oh, I don't feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? Oh, well. I'm not going to change to accommodate your fucking ignorance. I'm not going to change to accommodate and appease your fucking sensitivities. You got to grow the fuck up emotionally and spiritually. The problem that the great majority of us have when it comes to dating is that, excuse me, is that we don't know how to approach the other person. There's so much is going on in the world, you know what I mean? Again, we all have our traumas. We all have our insecurities. Nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to be laughed at. Nobody wants other people knowing that you tried to pursue this and they laughed at you, they rejected you, they don't want nothing to do with you like that. And so you might see this other person and they might like, dang, she look good, or dang, he look good, and I want that. Man, we can make this work. And that we have all this stuff that we say and think to ourselves, but we're scared of approaching the other person because of our past pain and traumas and insecurities. Because we don't want to be laughed at. We don't want to post it all over fucking social media that we have the quote unquote audacity to step to this person. Like we're in their fucking field, you know what I mean? Like we're on their fucking level. Knowing we ain't on their level, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, we live in this day and age where everybody want to post shit all over fucking social media. They want to laugh at motherfuckers for walking up to them and trying to approach them and talk to them and whatever the case may be. And so ain't nobody trying to play them fucking games no more. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that bullshit. And so guys are kind of leery about stepping to women because, man, I've seen what this can happen. I've seen what can happen with this shit. I've seen where this shit could go. I've seen guys have seen where, man, just them stepping to a woman trying to talk to them, it turns into this whole big fucking thing. Where now they're trying to defend themselves and all that, man, all they want to do is just get to know her. They wasn't doing shit. It's just like, hey, I'd like to take you out on a date, and she made it into something fucking bigger than what it was. You know what I mean? And it goes both ways. And so people are naturally, for whatever reason, scared to talk to each other. Because of the age in which we live in with fucking raggedy ass social media. And your name been drugged through the fucking mud. And everybody's seeing pictures of you and hearing a bunch of bullshit about you, and it ain't even got to be fucking true. But they're gonna believe it's true because it's on social media. And so nobody wants to deal with that shit anymore. Everybody's terrified of that bullshit. Dudes are terrified of just asking a young lady out and she making it into some fucking harassment shit. Because that's happened. And so guys are like, man, I got too much to lose. I have way too much. I'm not losing my fucking reputation. I'm not losing my credibility. I'm not losing my fucking job. I'm not being canceled because I stepped to this young lady and for whatever reason, she's on some bullshit or she got her own pain and trauma and fear and whatever she got going on in her life. And she just see me approaching her and trying to step to her. And now she's made it into this fucking big ass fucking ordeal. And it was never that. And now I got to spend all this time and energy and money trying to defend myself and correct the situation. And nothing happened to her. All I did was say, hi, how you doing? I'd like to be able to take you out, or something simple like that. And so dudes are terrified. Dudes are literally terrified of asking a young lady out. And then you have the young women out there that, man, you take her out on a date and then you ain't spending $300, $400, $500 on a date with her, and she's putting pictures and video all over social media about you being broke and dusty and all this other stupid ass shit. She don't have a fucking clue what you have available to you, but because you didn't take her to some fucking top end fucking restaurant, and it don't matter whether or not she can afford it or not. Most of those type of women can't afford that type of restaurant. You know what I mean? They ain't got no fucking vehicle like that to even go somewhere like that. They can't afford shit, you know? But then they turn around and expect you to take them to some fucking 5-star restaurant. And then when you don't do that, man, she wants to put that shit all over social media. I can't believe this broke, dusty motherfucker had the audacity to bring me here on this restaurant, and all this other stupid ass shit. And so dudes are like, man, fuck these bitches. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for this shit. I work too damn fucking hard for my fucking money to be giving it away to some fucking skank who ain't doing shit but looking for some fucking dude to take care of her and to pay her fucking bills. And so, we gotta grow up and understand that, man, it's a rough thing out there in the fucking streets. You know what I mean? It's a rough fucking thing out there when it comes to dating. It's rough out there because everybody's scared of how the other one's gonna react. Everybody's scared how the other one's gonna respond. Everyone's scared of if this person's gonna put me on social media and blast me and lie on me and whoop doo doo, and what if her friend's gonna say and da 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 and all this other stupid ass shit. But that's where we live at. That's what we're dealing with. And you could be a great dude, you could be a great woman with pure heart. You've done the shadow work. And now you're trying to, okay, man, I've gone through the healing process of what I've gone through and da 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 and woo doo doo. Okay, I'm gonna try to get back out in the dating game. Because I have all this love to give. I want to find somebody, man, I could spoil and pamper and just love on and just caress and da da da. Man, I want to do this for somebody and da da da. And so we want to get back into the dating game. And so now you go out there. And everybody talking about healing ain't fucking healing. Everybody talking about growth and development ain't about growth and development. Everybody talking about spirituality ain't about spirituality. Everybody talking about Jesus and God and Yahshua ain't really connected to and fucking with Jesus, God, and Yahshua. And so we get back out into the dating game and think, okay, man, I want to meet somebody that's spiritual, somebody that's God-like, or somebody that's in the church, and somebody that's da-da-da-da, got all these crystals, da-da. And then when we go out there, when we meet people like this, it's like, hold up, wait a motherfucking minute. You just as fucked up as everybody else. You talking about crystals and tarot and the Bible and quoting all these fucking scriptures. You on the ministry team and you on the music team and all this other shit, and you still fucked up. You're more fucked up than some of these other motherfuckers out there. But you talk the motherfucking talk. You convinced me that you were healed. You convinced me that you got over your baby daddy. You convinced me that you resolved your daddy issues. You convinced me you resolved your mama issues. And you got over your ex-wife cheating on you and da-da-da-da. And now I see you just as fucked up and toxic as everybody else. You ain't fucking healed. Even though you talk like you are. You still got those anger issues. You still got that low self-esteem. You still got that self-hatred. You still got that codependency. Yeah. And these are the lessons that we learn when we get back in the dating game. And the reason why we have to learn these lessons, I know all you spiritual, super spiritual people will be like, oh, no, that's not true. Man, you don't naturally just gravitate to the person that's on your level and da-da-da-da. And that's not always fucking true. We got to grow the fuck up. A lot of times, God's source universe puts us in situations so we can see what we've healed or what we still need to fucking heal. To show us where we're at. So we jump into this situation here and it's like, oh, hell nah, I ain't dealing with this shit. Nope. Why? Okay, I understand I got boundaries now. I didn't have boundaries in the past, but I got boundaries. I'm not dealing with no fucking disrespect. I'm not dealing with you raising your motherfucking voice at me. That's what we're not gonna do. I'm not gonna yell at you and get outside and call you outside your name and get loud and ignorant and all this other stupid shit. And God know I ain't allowing you to do that shit to me. You got me all the way fucked up. I don't give a fuck who you called all the motherfucking dudes in your past. That's what you're not gonna do that shit with me. You're not gonna try to out-talk me. You're not gonna try to over-talk me. And so we get into this place and God allows us to get connected with all these other people so we can show us, so God can show us, okay, yeah, you worked on this. You dealt with this. But here's another area you need to deal with. Here's an area right here that you weren't unaware of is a blind spot. You drive and you just cruising, you know what I mean? You got the car going and you just straight cruising, not aware that you got blind spots. So I'm allowing you into this relationship so you can see and understand, man, this shit was in my blind spot. I didn't know I had these issues. Okay, now I'm gonna take a pause, let me take a time out, let me work on this shit. Let me get to understand this shit. I'm not mad at this person. I'm not hating this person. I understand the purpose of me being in this relationship. The purpose of me being in this relationship is for God to reveal to me that these issues, these things were my blind spots. I could have never knew that these things were blind spots until I got in the vehicle and started driving. Until I got connected with you. And your purpose in my life wasn't to be my end-all be-all, you know what I mean? Your purpose in my life was to reveal to me these blind spots. And so I'm not mad at you for revealing to me these blind spots. I'm grateful and I'm appreciative that, man, we've had this opportunity to connect so I can learn more about me. So I can better understand where I'm at in my growth and development. We've got to grow the fuck up. We got to stop being so quick to just blast everybody else and point out their insecurities and their fears and their issues. We got to take a time out and get to, okay, wait, time out. Okay, for whatever reason, we got connected. Let me find out my blind spots. Let me find out what it is about me that I was supposed to learn in this relationship. And so part of the healing is like, okay, I see that. Thank you. Thank you, Source. Thank you, God, for allowing me the opportunity to recognize that I have these blind spots, to deal with these issues. And so now I continue on my journey. And now I get in another relationship. And a couple things happen. Those things come up again. And those things come up again because God, universe, source, is trying to show me, well done. You passed that test. You grew up. You healed that area in your life. You can move beyond that area now. That's no longer an issue for you. That doesn't trigger you anymore. That doesn't set you off anymore. That doesn't make you take off running anymore out of your fear of being abandoned and rejected. You've passed that test. Well done. And so as you keep going, God will show you, okay, wait, hold a time out. Here's another area that you need to work on. Here's something else you got to take a look at. And that's what happens in relationships. That's what's supposed to happen in relationships. That we keep understanding and learning about who we are, even though we're connected with you. It is in this connection with you that I'm able to learn these lessons, that I'm able to have this opportunity to see this part of me, this side of me that I didn't know was there. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you the wrong person. It's just God used you for whatever reason. God's using me to trigger you, or God's using me for whatever reason to show you different aspects of you. Things that you didn't know about you. Things you hadn't healed about you. And so if you have two people that are emotionally mature, they're able to understand this about, okay, wait a minute. We're triggering each other. We're setting each other off. You know what I mean? What is it, man? I know I love you. I know I'm attracted to you. I know I want to be with you. Okay, I understand that you're not bringing out the worst in me. I understand that, man, God's just using you. They help me grow the fuck up emotionally. God's just using you. They help me see some areas of my life that were still damaged, that I didn't know was damaged. And so I'm helping you and you're helping me. And we're able to grow together. We're able to become one together. Because I don't see you as the enemy, and you don't see me as the enemy. We see the situation, the relationship, as an opportunity to continue our healing. We see the situation and the relationship as an opportunity of continued growth and development. Of two people helping each other glow up. Two people helping each other be the best version of themselves. Man, it is what it is. Hope and pray that says something to encourage you, to inspire you. Happy healing, family. Peace.